This is just going to be a quick one, but I had to cover this really quickly because I thought this was, like, worth covering since I'm the Ian Flynn guy, and I figured, let's go back to our traditions for once. Let's do this. So, TSSZ reported on how Flynn, in a DeviantArt post, said that Sally and the SatAM cast are all outdated and that they don't belong in Sonic and whatnot. I will link the DeviantArt page in the description below, but if Ian decides to delete it, I have archived it on archive.org, so I will put the Wayback Machine link in the description if Ian decides to take down his original DeviantArt post. Now, that being said, I'm not trying to tell you guys that Ian doesn't want the Freedom Fighters in here, because I've talked about that several times, and I've pretty much proven he really doesn't, but here's his reaction to this, and I think this is something that's kind of worth talking about. So this is Ian's response. A 7-year-old quote of mine is being trotted out in the most unflattering way possible, almost vilifying, so I'll comment on it briefly and indirectly if when the FF return, they almost assuredly will be updated to fit into modern Sonic style. IDW is aware there is a demand for them. I definitely know folks want them back. I'm pushing where I can, as things well beyond my control develop. And if, when they come back, I hope I get to be part of their return to find that middle ground of ShatAM and modern Sonic. Again, IDW is very young. They weren't in Season 1. They won't be in Season 2, but beyond that, who knows? I haven't given up on them, so we'll all just have to wait and see. So many replies. If you've got further questions, check out the Sonic Fact on my website, bumbleking.com. Still have questions, get them answered at my podcast at Bumblecast. Thanks for the kind words and feedback and all. Also, Dragoon comic coming soon. Why would he mention that? What does that have to do with the situation? Okay, this whole thing sounds like a call to arms. And this is nothing new for Ian. This wouldn't be the first time he's tried to get his fans on a call to arms, and this time it's against TSSZ and whatnot. And here is TSSZ's response. I have no interest in this elevating to a Tyson-level scuffle. So I'll say this, at Ian Flynn BKC, I have no idea why you have such disdain for me and for our organization. It feels personal. But I will listen and try to come to terms with you on it, however you'd like. Doors open. T. Now, was TSSZ actually being antagonistic to Flynn? No. In fact, they don't even say anywhere in the article, and I do mean anywhere in the article, that Flynn hates the Freedom Fighters. And Flynn's coming out here saying, no, I don't hate the Freedom Fighters, guys, which is... Okay, it reminds me of what you'd see on, like, a sitcom where the character is doing something really, really bad they shouldn't be doing and they want to get away with it, so they go out of their way to say they don't do it. It's like something out of American Dad or It's Always Sunny. Because TSSZ brings up this DeviantArt post from 7 years ago, and Ian's like, no, I don't hate the Freedom Fighters, even though it doesn't mention that anywhere. This isn't even the first time he's actually been hostile towards a fan site. A while ago, he went after ScanF, and this was years ago, but he sent a cease and desist to ScanF, telling them to stop hosting scans of the Sonic comics, many of which were no longer in print, and some of which were actually very rare, leading to many of these prints being lost. This was confirmed by a former member of ScanF, and a website hosting his fan comic, Other M, also got scrutiny from Flynn, when he tried to send people out to... when he basically villainized the group for hosting his comics, saying, oh, they didn't credit anybody in there properly, even though he admits himself he didn't credit anybody properly. In fact, I read through much of the comics, and none of the pages have credits in them, not even for Flynn. So seeing this doesn't really shock me. It's kind of par for the course with Flynn. And it just goes to show just how much respect these social justice warriors have for fans. Even if these people were fans themselves, they're not going to show respect to other fans because they want what they want from the franchise, and what they want is garbage. Bland, unappealing, social justice garbage. And at the end of the day, they don't have to respect a single person to get what they want, because they will face no repercussions whatsoever. But what do you guys think?
Do you think Ian Flynn is in the right, or do you think TFCC overreacted? Tell me in the comments below. I'd like to hear your thoughts.